You know, there's some weeks, most weeks I really enjoy doing this show. I get on here and I do the, hey, kids, it's your old buddy R.D. Reynolds. And I talk about how I'm here with the yin to my yang, or the ko to my tex, Mr. Blade Braxton. And I'm in a jolly mood. Not this week! Not this week. I am joined by Blade Braxton. He's on the line with us. It is going to be a very somber Wrestle Crap Radio this week.
I'm sad.
It's a first because we've never started the show with the sad news music. We haven't done it. The Boogeyman, if you haven't heard, the Boogeyman has been released.
Tragedy.
It's awful. I loved him so much. The way he would have worms out of his mouth. The way he had this anti-clock fetish. All over now.
No one.
It's gone. It's all gone.
Midgets of the world are now safe.
I guess clocks of the world are now safe.
Clocks are safe. Wrestlers are safe because he was freaking undefeated his entire time there.
Had never been beaten, not even once.
Few people aren't going to be safe though. A lot of orthopedic surgeons and rehab, clinics. They're going to be hurt for some money now.
Well, it was funny because whenever I first saw pictures of him. I first saw a picture of him, and he had the big antlers, the likes of which hadn't been seen since the heyday of the Barbarian. And now it's all gone. He's gone. He's gone. And I don't think... it's just amazing to me that a person like him could be gone. Fellow crappers, I know you share the agony with me. So a moment of silence for the release of the Boogeyman. God bless you, Marty. God bless you. It's Wrestle Crap Radio. It doesn't feel like Wrestle Crap Radio, does it?
No. Here, you've been singing a lot on the show. Let me sing for once. He's gone. Why? We gotta learn how to do Wrestle Crap Radio. He's gone.
He's gone.
A little bit of Daryl Hall and John Oates for you.
It's awful.
How'd you like that?
It's so sad. It's so sad.
Look on the bright side.
I don't even know what could possibly cheer me up. I don't know.
What if I bought a Boogeyman mask off ShopZone.com and came trick-or-treating at your door this Halloween?
It's funny that you mentioned that because I actually have the Boogeyman mask is the someone bought this week.
Really?
Doesn't come with...
Even that makes me weep.
It made me so depressed when I saw that sitting in my inbox. It didn't come with worms as illustrated. That's what it said.
Really?
Guess you have to go down to the bait shop and get your own worms.
Hello, everyone. This is your Action News reporter with all the news that is news across the nation on the scene at the supermarket. There seems to have been some disturbance here. Pardon me, sir. Did you see what happened?
Yeah, I did. I was standing over by the tomatoes, and here he comes.
Okay.
What?
I don't know. The music for the trip to the grocery's going.
Yes, it is, sir.
I don't know how that can be.
Because you sound down. You sound depressed. You need a friend.
That's
and you know why? You know what I got for you?
What might that be?
I got you a good friend.
Mm-hmm.
Good friend. Good friends cereal.
Good friends cereal?
It is the worst cereal. It is the stupidest cereal I've ever seen in my life. You know, we've been having a lot of cereal discussions lately.
We like to do that on this show.
Yes, you know, we've been talking a lot about Blueberry. You know, we already brought Blueberry back.
Mm-hmm. The old stoner Blueberry guy. That's one thing I do remember. I was at the Food Mart this week, and heading down the breakfast cereal aisle, and I saw that Stoner Blueberry had made his way to Naptown.
Stoner Blueberry is reconquering the nation. But anyway, I didn't buy Blueberry this week. I bought a cereal called Good Friends, only for the fact that we could have something amusing to talk about on this show. It's apparently a cereal where they put two friends on the cover of the box. If you're a good friend and you send your picture in, you can be on the cover of this box. There's Karen and her good friend Ann, and you can read about them on the side of the freaking box. What the cereal is. It says it's a trio of flakes, twigs, and granola. Let me see what it's.
Fascinating. The first ever here on the show.
Interactive. If you have a box of Good Friends cereal in the cupboard, go get it right now.
Actually, why not join us?
The twig resembles a tan-colored dildo. So there you go.
That's a nice cereal you got there.
Trio of flakes, twigs, and granolas in fun dildo shapes that kids will enjoy.
That's nice. It's mailbag, kids. That's what we're going to do here. I'd usually make a joke, maybe some reference about how Blade is going to reach into my bag, would make it sound like he is reaching and massaging my testicles, my gonads, my twig and berries. But we've had enough talk about genital twigs this week. It's the mailbag, kids. Hobo Diablo writes, Dear radio host extraordinaire, this week I was evicted from my home. Jeez.
No.
Things get any worse?
No.
Man.
God, our listeners are getting evicted.
It's terrible. He writes, when I was evicted from my home. When the Repo Man came, he looked nothing like Barry Darso.
Oh.
Having neither the Lone Ranger mask or the rope. Was he an imposter, and have I been duped?
Maybe that was Nasty Ned Brady, the originator of the Repo Man gimmick.
What? What was this? I had never heard this story.
You remember Nasty Ned Brady, one of the jobber that Cactus Jack Manson's old tag team partner?
Sure, absolutely.
Apparently he came up with the Repo Man gimmick, and he thought it was so great that he sent a tape to Vince McMahon, and Vince McMahon promptly used the idea and gave it to Barry Darso.
That was not very nice. Vince Russo makes his return, kids.
Oh, did somebody just stick me with a heroin needle? I'm happy.
I thought that would make you very pleased.
Marty Wright, who? Vince Russo's back.
Yeah, I thought you'd be pleased about that.
I'm happy. That's great.
Well,
I immediately am now.
Took the guy a little bit to get the piano going, but apparently you're drinking out of happiness this week.
Give me that thing. Cheers!
You can drink out of happiness, Mrs. Deal. Yo, Mrs. Deal. Morgan and Coke right here. Captain and Coke. Make it a double. You can be happy about it. It doesn't fill me with any kind of happiness to the level that Marty Wright, the Boogeyman, did. Although, now wait a minute. He's
What?
been released. But he couldn't take the gimmick. Doesn't matter.
Oh, the way TNA somehow makes the old WWE gimmicks, they can do something with them. What can they call them?
The Booger Man.
The Boogeyman. He could be from a creek.
They could call him Sir Worms-a-Lot.
They could outfit him with a disco gimmick and call him the Boogeyman. Wouldn't that be great? Could you imagine if the film Saturday Night Fever had John Travolta had worms sticking out of his mouth the entire film?
And he could say, I work real hard on my worms. Don't touch my worms. This is a horrible idea. I hope Vince Russo, who has been on this program before, check the archives, kids. I hope he's not listening. He may think some of these are good ideas.
Vince, if you're listening, the first Boogeyman vignette, he's got to be walking down the street with a box of worms in his hand doing the strut.
Nothing like strut.
I got a strut.
But let's be realistic. I mean, he's not going to be. They're not going to do that. And
they're not.
You can be happy. Make it a double. Another one. Hey, Toots, get in here. To be honest, I mean, I'm just out. I don't think I could get any more depressed. Well, this music would certainly seem to indicate that I probably could.
Good music.
Kids, Blade Braxton's Weekly Wrestling Haiku. You know, usually I make jokes. I do a big build-up about what the haiku is. A lot of wrestling news. Blade takes it all. Makes it into 17 syllables. Here's the haiku.
Now I'm ready to...
I'm sorry. I apologize to everyone. It's the news of the Boogeyman being released is just too much to handle.
He's the Boogeyman. And he's coming to get his unemployment check.